So shout out to them. Should I go and check their website out as well? Before we start, just thank you for joining us. We do realise you have a choice, as always, and it's fully appreciated. We are your coverage guys for the remainder of the year, so it's good to see you and have you on board right now. Right, so the game has gone live. We are slightly delayed on the Source TV. Arcs, quick, who's going to take mid? And here we go, one of the teams go ready.
Broder.
So here we go then. This is going to be ETF2L Season 15 Grand Final between Epsilon Esports and Broder. We are your team, VanillaTV, Arcs and Vita bringing you the coverage. Bones on the stream. Arcs, run us to this first mid of Badlands.
As the demo men do make their way to middle, we can see that Rib did take the balcony route, numlocked taking the house route, as Broder in that going for that valley push. Soldiers pushing aggressive there, jukebox jumping round towards their choke. He's had to retreat off, scout opted not to chase him, as Epsilon got a nice flank on them, but they have lost 2 players, including Knox. Broder keeping all of their players alive, though. They're finally, the casualties are coming in. 2 players down, including Mirelin, who died later than Knox, obviously. As it's currently a 3 versus 4 on the point. Broder have got better position in here, but we're going to have to see if they can convert that to the remaining kills. Gear and Schocky do go down, and Broder have the numbers here. They will surely be able to take this mid-fight.
Mike finishes off jukebox as he pulls out that escape plan. Knox running crits, by the way, all the way to mid. He did go down, didn't get to deploy it. Mike's still alive in that house, just going to probably rotate back. Or will he go in for that bomb? Oh, look how fast Knox is building. He's going to come in for the bomb on Ribe. Misses the air shot, but Ribe still goes down. It's going to turn some heads and just delays the point ever so slightly. And what do we know? Mirelin running crits as well, Arcs.
Right, so this is going to be an interesting one for sure. Obviously, with that demo man down, it means that the chokes aren't going to be stickied off. Epsilon might see this as an opportunity to try and push in and gain a little bit of ground. They will want to set up numlocked for the stickies to come in with that crit. He has just managed to reload them. They're going to be coming in, and, well, Mirelin does also have his crit, so looks like they're meeting in the house at the moment. Gear does go down. Crits might come in on them. In it comes the crits, takes down Rib. Zebbosai also goes down, jukebox jumps in, basically kills himself, and Epsilon pretty much wipes out the whole team there apart from Mirelin and Tompa. Yep. Mirelin is just trying to find him. He is running back towards his base now with his scout, and they do have that crits ready, but Epsilon are going to be taking this midpoint.
Yeah, they're going to be able to hold on to Spy though with those crits. Just want to see where Ribe goes with that quick spawns.
Just having a look now as Knox is running regular Ubercharge versus the crit. I think that's quite a smart decision because all they've got to do is deal with this crits that's going to come in, and then it will be an Uber versus crits with a slight Uber advantage. So we'll have to see if Broder are going to pop now. There's only 1 scout forward at the moment. There's no one in range for any of those stickies unless they get hero sticky, but zappis does get dropped by a hidden sticky trap. Soldier is jumping round to try and put pressure on the medic. He does manage to get 1 kill. Is that Gears going huge here? Misses the air shot on the medic, but he did kill 2 people before that. He is still jumping around, is going to get taken down, but great play from Gear, and now in comes Epsilon in force. Mirelin, the only player alive. He does drop his crits, which, well, it's kind of a half drop when you drop crits, because it's not like you can do anything about it. And Epsilon, pretty much all of their team alive. 1 player up on the Spire. Scout is already pushed into last. There's only a heavy weapons guy spawn. The rest of the team just coming out now. There is a sniper sitting there. Looks like they are going to temporarily be able to hold this last, but Epsilon do have that Uber charge ready. Just going to wait for all of their players.
Yeah, Uber's in, trying to sticky off the respawners. Heavy got behind numlocked, but they're going to be able to destroy him. A lot of people on point. Here comes the stickies. Scout and Soldier left only for Broder. Jukebox down. It's going to be Mirelin and Cookye versus the rest of the Epsilon team. Cookye's trying to hang on, but it's not going to work. And we have 1-0 with 3.5 minutes remaining. And surprise, surprise, looking at the damage, numlocked leading the way with just under 2k of damage on that first round. Probably due to those crits, obviously, as well. But all the kills and frags dominated by the Epsilon team. As we go into round 2, I'm following numlocked through into that house area. Exact mirror of Ribe's position. Looks like Jukebox went aggressive onto that far left-hand side of the train as well, trying to make sure no one can get up through the choke. The Zebbosai is there as well, who's gone all the way behind. In fact, apologies, it was Jukebox that's gone all the way behind. And they've shut off the house there, but Ribe and Zappis are caught in the meantime, fighting on their own on their point. Cookye goes as well. Broder are going to have to fall out here. Mirelin is so weak. If Mirelin takes 1 more hit, he is going down here, and he's literally left the fight. Scouts on him. Mirelin's going down, and he does, and that is a wipe for Broder on that midpoint arcs.
at that point, Mirelin was in trouble. He needed to just go down as soon as possible. Those few seconds could be the difference between them being able to hold this round or not being able to hold the round. And he was in trouble for a long time then. But either way, Epsilon coming out convincingly, just taking a spy with one scout on the point. They do have their Uber charge as well. Rest of their players are making their way into the lobby. Uber has come in versus a level 2 sentry gun. Sentry gets taken down. Engineer as well, which is actually quite a big deal to lose. But crucially, the Uber has been used, so they haven't got any time on the point. Scout is running around the back, going to get some time on the point. There are stickies there. Those stickies need to be detonated. Medic does go down from a roller from numlocked there. Broder just about holding on, but they have a medic disadvantage. 30% Uber, it's not going to come into play yet, but that is going to mean that Epsilon are going to be able to fall out of their balcony and just build that Uber for another Uber versus nothing push.
Yep. As we see double engineer being rolled out by Broder, this was talked about earlier as well, just to distract the attention. Mirelin looks like he's building quite fast, just running regular Uber, but with Knox at 75% arcs, they're going to find it extremely difficult to hold on here. Cookye running Pyro, usually Bibben's role, but of course he isn't there today. Let's go in eyes with Cookye, just sitting on the right hand side, top entrance. 97% for Knox, 100%, and they will come straight away. Pyro's there to block. Great blocking, they can't deal with that SG. Cookye does go down eventually, but what a waste of the Uber, and Broder are going to hold on to this surely, but they recycle and it's a fakey. They start coming back in straight away. As we see the medic and Mike on the top right hand corner pretty much uncontested, with Ribe locked in spawn as well. Numlocked still needs to respawn, and he got caught at the beginning, but now with Mirelin having that Uber arcs, they should be able to hold for now.
That's it. The question is, are they going to actually make a push out of this? There's no time on the capture point, so it won't be an instant back cap if somebody does step on the point here. Broder making their way out. Epsilon do have all of their players alive. They've only got that Uber advantage, which is a hard advantage to actually use. Soldier does get air shot by, I think it was a pipe from numlocked, which prevented them from pushing too aggressively, so they are swapping here a capture point for that Uber advantage. Epsilon will probably be coming in quite quickly. Looks like they are going to opt to take the house route. And Broder just sitting up on that Spire. Can they get this Uber out of Epsilon and, well, delay the push on Spire?
Yeah, Epsilon probably want to think about rotating back out here. No, they've managed to break through that valley area. Might catch his zappis a little bit unguarded. There is a back cap going on as well, and, well, no, it's been called. Apologies as I start to lose my voice, but Uber has been popped. Epsilon wanting to use it to get onto that spy, and Broder more than well happy to fall back and basically give him it uncontested with Mirelin at 80%. But look how many players have lost arcs. Jukebox needs to stay alive here if they want any chance of stopping the push, and it looks like Gear is chasing as well, still being chased. Heals do come in, but maybe Epsilon won't hang around as Gear comes all aggressive. There's a soldier on point, it's blocked. Schocky comes in and Uber is forced, so Epsilon will just wait now, and Broder have to come out of the marks.
That Spire push, Epsilon did that all without a demo man, because I think it was Zappis over on the midpoint, took down numlocked. Mike jumped up to the balcony and just took down Rib there, so that meant that Broder had no demo man for that last hold, as Jukebox does go out, tries to put some pressure on numlocked, manages to take him down, and that could be key here, because it means that Broder are going to have some momentum. There's going to be no sticky trap coming into mid, as and that means that they can carry the momentum that they just had taking Spire into this midpoint here. Epsilon going to have their Uber in 15% time, which is a significant advantage over Broder. Broder done a good job there of zoning them out of the midpoint, and, well, they've taken some ground for free.
Yeah, but it's well played by Broder. They've pushed all the way from their last. See, this is the time. Gear still only just getting the spawn now, so Epsilon one player down very briefly.
Wow.
Uber's been fopped. Jukebox, great bomb, he's forced it out, and Broder just falling back to that third point, and there will spam up that choke as much as possible. One of the scouts has broken through though, just being Ubered through. Mike goes aggressive, tries to take down the medic, but Mirelin holds on as long as he can. He does eventually pop to defend his, keep his soldiers alive, and looks like it's going to be a 2-on-4 here, and, well, Broder are in trouble, and they need to get out here. Mirelin's down, and Ribe could potentially be caught, but he does come up nicely against Gear, and he's fallen back. Maybe Jukebox is following Jukebox at the moment. He's coming through the House Valley area. I'm following him, Mark, so you carry on watching the rest of the map. Epsilon fell back inside, so Jukebox is actually under the bridge, and he wouldn't have been called yet, so I'm going to stay with Jukebox. Bones, you can watch the combat. He's been called, what a shame.
How did that soldier know he was there? I have
Shadow,
no idea.
Mate, I don't know.
Yeah, something weird going on, but hacks, I called it. Well, it looks like Broder probably going to be opted to make this push to mid. They are going to be aware that they have a significant Uber advantage. Soldier and Medic going through the house balcony window area. as Mike jumps forward aggressively onto that train. It looks like a couple of players for Broder are going to get caught because they were holding up near the choke. And yeah, both of them do go down. That was Jukebox and Tompa there. Epsilon still haven't used their Uber, which is key here. Scout does manage to force it. Great job from Zappis getting that Uber out of them. And Mirelin's nearly got his on 90%, but they don't really have the players to hold this Spire. They're going to really struggle to get up there. They do have the Demo Man, though, so that's going to be crucial here. As Gear looks to jump over and put some pressure on the medic, opts to go over onto the balcony instead. So just be aware that Gear is behind the combo at the moment, and I think someone has called him, as I hear a bit of combat going on in the lobby between Gear and a scout of Tompa. But that was actually quite a good hold from Broder. They used their Uber, they haven't surrendered the Spire, and, well, Uber advantage is slightly in Epsilon's favour.
Yeah, Gear eventually goes down, but he turns 3 heads in order to do it. So 2 scouts and a soldier had to go back. Gear's caught as he tries to jump up. Maybe they don't have the soldiers there now, so Mike's only there. In fact, I did see Mike. I thought he went down. I think he just fell back. Apologies. Nox 90%, a fair advantage again, and Broder quite happy to hold that Spire arcs as we have a little gap in the very fast-paced game at the moment. This is VanillaTV bringing you Broder versus Epsilon. This is the ETF2L Season 15 Grand Final. We are watching Epsilon on the attack onto the Broder Spire. 1-0 the score, and let's just see what happens. And Epsilon actually used that Uber. Wow. So Rybe gets taken down, but it did come at the cost of Epsilon's Uber. Mirelin holds on for so long, and Gear and Nox are falling back through the house at the moment, and they do manage to escape. So Epsilon are probably going to be able to capture the Spire now. Jukebox still outside as well. Anyone outside could potentially be caught here. Both soldiers. Merilin's being chased. He's actually sitting by the... What? Soldier comes around and looks at him. I wouldn't be happy with that as well. Wow, so Gear catches Mirelin. Must again seen the shadow. But Broder in trouble on this second round arcs.
Yep, as they are just making their way into this top lobby area. Soldier is trying to hold it, so Jukebox goes down really early there as a Pyro comes in, does manage to take down numlocked. Scout is running on the point though, nobody's seen him. Scout has come down to just shut him down there, and it looks like they are going to hold temporarily. Mike coming in up top now, just having to think about it, but opting to retreat and well, just go take that lobby health pack.
Yep, so after all that action, Mirelin does have a slight advantage on Nox, but will they be able to push out? Building fast with Cookye back right with that Boston Basher, of course. Just seeing if there's anything out. Jukebox running Spy. I'm going to follow Jukebox in eyes as he comes out the balcony area, cloaking, disguising himself as... No, he's not disguising him. He's actually behind Numlocked. Ooh, thinks about getting Numlocked. It's disguised as enemy scout. So, has it been called? No, he hasn't. So, Arcs carry on watching him at action as Mirelin does get that Uber sitting back on last. I'm still following Jukebox as Spy. He's coming through the choke point. Wouldn't have been called there. Building fast. Surely he's been seen. Will he get onto Nox? No, he doesn't. And he is shut down after all that. So, they will know there's a player down and looks like it's prompting the push, in fact. So, Epsilon coming down through that lower right-hand corner. They know that Jukebox the soldier is not there, as the Epsilon team have no idea. Broder have no idea as they walk in. Relatively uncontested. Both Ubers get, well, apologies, Broder Uber gets forced. I have no idea how Nox held on to his Uber there, but that could be pivotal on this round because now Epsilon could rotate back in. There's 2 people on point, and there we have it. 2-0 the score, 17 minutes remaining.
That was just ridiculous play from Epsilon. They walked in, they forced the Uber. Nox just read the play that actually they didn't have the players to force that Uber. There was no way that they were going to be able to kill Nox with just that soldier there. So he just ran out, rotated all around with a full Uber, and at that point just walked into the point. Didn't really need to do anything. So 2-0, we're on to round 3. Gear suffers an early fate while Tompa also going down in the process. Having a look at Broder, it looks like they are winning this mid. Numlocked going down, Schocky down as well, in exchange for just Jukebox there. Broder got players and positioning here, looking to already push forward, just leaving 1 scout over onto the capture point to finish that off as Demoman jumps up over to the Spire. Half health shakes him up, but now another soldier going up to try and fight against Mike. Mike might try a bomb over onto the medic. No, he opts to go back to the balcony instead and hook up with Nox there. And Broder looking to make a play onto the Spire.
Yeah, Epsilon want to come out and block though. Zebbosai is absolutely destroyed by Schocky. And Uber's forced. Uber has been forced by both teams. Nox has a slight advantage as the 2 scouts of Broder do get up top. There is a soldier there. They will have to fall out. And good save by Mirelin onto Cookye, keeping him alive. It's only going to be the soldier of Mike, surely going to get taken down, and he does. Only Nox and Bash left. Surely this could be a round on the board for Broder coming. Come on now. So Mirelin, 40%. Nox still building, and they should have at least a fair about 15, 10, probably about 20% advantage as they approach this Epsilon final point arcs.
Yes, indeed. It'll be interesting to see how they play out trying to take this mid. By the looks of it, Gear is running sniper, so they don't want to lose that advantage. Gear just sitting over in the spawn at the moment. Doesn't look like he's going to go for an aggressive medic pick, but he is just going to try and get someone as they come in. Yeah, maybe headshot a demo man or something as they try to come in. Even though it isn't a frag, sometimes that focuses the medic.
Jukebox is on point now. It's going to get there. Soldier comes in to block, and only just does enough. But Broder team, they haven't rotated in yet, and Nox, they managed to survive it. Just as they rotate, Epsilon all over the point. This is the time they need Rybe to come in with the Nickies, but Rybe is still battling with the Scout, and Scout comes in finally. Wow, so Epsilon do lose it. 2-1 the score, 15 minutes left, and what a game Badlands is going to be, Arcs. So let's have a look at the damage very quickly. Oh, the damage went down, the stats, but I've got the other stats. So Epsilon Mike, 1k damage on that round, and all the rest dominated by Broder with the frags as well. Let's follow Cookye onto the point and see where the scouts are. Valley push from Epsilon as the Broder team get that position on the map again. Cookye coming up behind, Schocky coming up behind Nox as well, gets 2 massive hits onto numlocked, but they've lost a couple players, but look at the health of Epsilon. Broder are doing it all over Epsilon at the moment. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Gear, who's so weak, and Nox, and well, they gift Broder the points, so there we have it. Broder taking this 4th mid-fight arcs. We have a game.
Really, that was not good play from Gear just then. He got into a perfect position. He jumped over onto their balcony, had a good overheal. Only the medic could spot him. He fired a couple of long distance soft rockets just to dent his health, and then when he jumped in, he focused the scout rather than the medic, and that would have been an opportunity to really equalise that. However, both teams do have their Uber at the moment. Jukebox and Bash going down, so 1 down apiece, Scout and Soldier, as in comes Broder with some hardcore aggression here. Uber has been popped significantly earlier from Nox, and he had to as well in order to save his demo man, as Soldier of Zebbosai does jump up on the spire with his demo man of Rib. They're putting the aggression on here, but great pill from numlocked takes down Zebbosai, and Rib's going to find himself in trouble as Soldier does jump across to him as well. Medic is keeping the heals up there as overhealed scouts do come in to force the medic and scout combo back. 1 soldier coming in of Gear. This time he wants the medic. Medic down to half health. He needs to hit another rocket and a half here. 3/4 health. He gets taken down, and well, it is going to be a 3 against 3 at the moment. Soldier is coming to join the party, but 2 scouts and a medic, they have got really good health, and they should be going for this really. Scout of Schocky, I believe that is leading the way. Coming in now, he gets a massive meat shot taken from Tomper as his scout partner of Bash does get flung up in the air, and Epsilon having to retreat back here. They do have their demo man ready at the choke point, but 2 soldiers jumping in aggressive. This could be tragic for Epsilon. Yeah,
Cookye still piling on the pressure. Be interested to see his damage of this round. Geared now comes out to rejoin the party, going back onto the balcony area. Uber has been popped by Nox again significantly earlier than Mirelin. Probably have about a 10% advantage, which will equate to about 5 seconds, but Rybe and Cookye are both caught, and Broder are in trouble. Mirelin's caught as well by numlocked stickies as he retreated through the choke point. So it's only going to be Zebbosai who comes in for the bomb. He's going for Nox and doesn't get anywhere, and that is a wipe from Broder. What a shame. And it looked like it was going to be 2-all, but Epsilon's saying not yet, so as they retake that midpoint.
Watch out for Jukebox running sniper here. He just having a look. He is sitting on his the balcony, so I'm wondering if he's going to be able to pick anyone off as they come around. Scout is the only one peeking over onto choke at the moment. It looks like the rest of Epsilon opting to go through that house route. 2 players jumping in the hole. That's the soldier who's surely going to get caught. Zebbosai does go down, takes Bash down in the process, as 1 scout is now over onto the spire. The man of Ribs trying to pressure him off as Mike jumps in, pressures back a scout. He's going to get caught. No, just manages to get in the lobby, as it looks like we do have a pause. But wow, it's an intense stuff.
Yep, so let's just recap then. Just over 10 minutes remaining. This is VanillaTV bringing you Broder versus Epsilon Esports in the ETF2L Season 15 Grand Final. We are Arcs and Beta bringing you the commentary with Bones on the stream. And so as you can see, score 2-1, all to play for. This is the first map, so you haven't missed anything just yet. And Broder or Epsilon are both with equal chance, as we say, Arcs on this first map, and it's turning out to be quite a good one.
Indeed, it is certainly. There is just over 10 minutes remaining, probably sort of 11 and a half minutes remaining. Score is only 2-1. I would honestly expect Epsilon to, at this point in the game, probably be on a 3-1 lead or 4-1 lead. But Broder are definitely showing they are a formidable force in this. And this, bearing in mind, this is Epsilon's map pick. So the fact that Epsilon is only winning by 1 round after, well, 2/3 of the time is... Oh, it's going to be looking positive for Broder.
Yeah, and you know, if there's any American teams watching, they will be starting to analyse how Epsilon play on this. And apologies, pardon, I didn't say any Australian teams as well. You never know.
Indeed, indeed.
So we are just waiting for the pause. I'm just watching any dodgy rockets. Okay, right, I've got a good one. See where Gear is standing.
It's not going to hit zappis.
No. See where Gear is standing. See the rocket. And do you reckon Merilin's running towards the rocket? Oh no. As we unpause, we rejoin as we watch Epsilon capture that spire and attack that last point. Gear is actually caught by Rybe in the end, so how wrong could you be, Beta? How wrong could you be? Nox has that Uber ready to go. You can hear the charge as they now walk into the point. It's popped early. They need to get the Heavy down. Heavy's all alone, has no heals there, so he just retreats back to the far left-hand corner. Zappis, and he does get taken down. Merilin goes on the aggressive, but it's going to be a scout all over him. Nox still floating around at the back doing the heals, top right hand corner. It's only going to be Rybe and of course the soldier of Jukebox left. Only Rybe left and Epsilon taking the point. 3-1 the score and well, all to play for, but Broder got a lot to do.
It was a good attempt actually by Mirelin there. He got his Uber just to the 75, I think it was 77%, but he read that he just needed 1 Uber saw hit in order to get his Uber, and he deliberately sat there and built it, and he was always going to go for that play. And he saw players come in, didn't get the Ubersaw hit, unfortunately, and well, it's 3-1 to Epsilon, round 5 in progress.
Round 5, I'm watching Epsilon again do that valley push. Shocking bash caught straight away, and it looks like their fans falling out. Mike's caught as well. Are Broder chasing? No, they are not, so they've given them that midpoint. Maybe this was part of the pause, but so Broder, good start to his 5th round. I am watching. It looks like Jukebox has got, Zebbosai, who's actually down at the bottom of the spire already. And in fact, it was Broder asking for the pause. So I wonder who dropped. Maybe we'll find out. But Epsilon now defending. Oh, Jukebox went up aggressive, got caught by numlocked sticky straight away. And Epsilon quite happy to sit back at that, defend from the back there. And without the soldier of Jukebox and of course the other soldier of Zebbosai there to focus out, they're just Epsilon walked up to the choke point arcs and looking like they want to come through house. Wow.
It does indeed. Uber has been popped. They have managed to force it out of Broder. Numlocked just sitting around by that choke point at the moment. It looks like the intention was just to get the Uber out of them and then come all the way back round to choke. Maybe try and bait a few players to overextend. It looks like one scout at least is doing that. Mirelin also goes down. Soldier comes in, puts pressure on Numlocked, but gets absolutely crushed as he comes in. Epsilon just wiping the floor with the players. Rybe having to jump all the way back round to his forward resupply over near the, the forward resupply. As Epsilon are going to get players on this midpoint and, well, cap it back.
Just gone past that 10-minute warning. Jukebox running sniper again. Will he actually get to that balcony in time? I'm not certain. Yeah, so Epsilon already on that spire. Jukebox may find himself useless here. Going to go through the... looking through the vent. Goes for a shot on the scout. Misses out just by a whisker. But Soldier's there. Gear comes and says hello. And he takes them down. So Broder defending... quite far forward arcs. Haven't seen this in a while, but a couple of these guys quite renowned for doing this, and Epsilon will probably need to use their Uber to get past this point.
Yes, indeed. But bearing in mind that Broder are 1 player down already, in comes Gear just jumping up to the lobby. Scouts are sitting on the point. One of them does get taken down. Numlocked firing stickies over onto the point, getting some good pressure. Mirelin does go down as well. The health is not looking good for Broder either. 2 of their players down in the red. One of them gets taken down. Jukebox only needs a kiss, and he's taken down as Rybe. A lot of pressure comes in from a scout. Soldier's probably going to cap this on his own. One scout had, tried to have something to say about it, and Gear comes in with a final cap. 4-1 is the score to Epsilon with 8 minutes remaining.
Yeah, so let's just have a look at the stats as we run to mid. Rybe on that last round, just 1,600. Gear and Numlocked closer behind, 1,100 apiece, and Mike as well. The kills, Rybe still at the top, but Epsilon leading away. I'm going to follow Gear's rollout this time. Again, coming up through the house, the house on the far right-hand side towards choke point. waiting for anyone to stop looking as he comes bombing in onto Ribe. Gets the air shot against the wall as well. Ribe must be so weak. One more shot might finish him off, but he gets the hills from Mirelin. But he hasn't been dealt with. Marilin's on top of the rock at the moment as well. Are we going to see another dancing act by Mirelin? He tries to dance away as he gets him with the nails as he falls back, but finally Schocky comes and finishes him off. And yeah, that's a wipe for Broder.
Honestly, I think one of the problems that happened there is you saw the damage that Gear was dealing out onto Rib, and all that meant that Mirelin was desperately trying to keep his demo man alive. But what that meant was, I mean, Rib was always going to go down at that point. There were scouts shooting him. Mirelin probably should have switched to some of his other players who actually had a chance of dealing some damage and kept them alive. But because Rib took that damage from Gear, he just absorbed all of the medic's time, which meant that the rest of his players just, well, got crushed over on the point. So now Epsilon are going to be pushing in. There is a sentry gun. The 2 scout strategy doesn't really work too well against sentry guns. As Schocky is forced to, well, not jump on the point. There are still stickies there. Scout is behind the point, but that SG is holding, and the Uber's just been a complete waste. Medic has managed to get out alive, but, well, Broder going to be looking to push out on this due to the time left on the map. They probably would have wanted to sit there for a little bit longer, but with only 6.5 minutes remaining and they're 3 rounds behind, they really need to get out there and cap that spy. There is a soldier of Gear who's opted to go behind him. He might jump down and try and put pressure over onto the medic, but no, Tompa does spot him over on the balcony. As now finally Broder tried to get some players up on that spy. It looks like this isn't working too well for them though. Their medic is down, Soldier's having to retreat, and a lot of their players are in the red, and Epsilon might find this as an opportunity to push into last.
Yeah, Ribe very weak as well. Mirelin still 5 seconds before that spawn. 80% charge now for Nox. They were going to be rolling in. Just note, level 3 SG, lower left hand side as you walk in from the attacking point of view. And here they come, so they're not going to hang around. Uber has been popped, SG has been called straight away, it's absolutely destroyed. Stickies are blown away from the point. It's Nox is the furthest forward at the moment, but Broder hanging on. Marilin's so weak as Bash and Numlocked both jump onto the point and both get caught. Broder are still hanging on. Mike is still on that upper right hand corner. He needs to be taken care of, but decides to leave it and have another go in about 1 minute and rejoins with Nox just outside Ox.
Well, Nox is actually hidden.
Nox is hidden. Wow, I thought so, yeah.
Oh, bad choice.
What's he doing? He got no way he's going to survive that, and he doesn't. No. Wow, so, yeah, gamesmanship there, I guess.
No, I think at that point, Nox think that he wasn't going to be able to go around because he knew that Broder were pushing out, and so at that point he thought, well, all or nothing, I'm not going to make it over to join up with Mike, so, yeah, I might as well just try and delay or go get a lucky back cap over on last. They'll never expect a medic to make a push, put it that way. So now the 2 scouts are on the spire for Broder. They are going to be capping this back. Soldier of Gear did jump aggressively up to the choke, anticipating that they were coming in, but Broder a little slower than that. So Gear just jumps back to safety as medic. Goes for round 2 here, gets 1 rocket over onto the medic. Second rocket, oh, Uber is forced. Didn't need to, but, I mean, he wouldn't have known that at the time. And, well, Broder trying to do something with this Uber now.
Yeah, they just have to cap out that point, trying to send the heavies. Carry on forward. Numlocked might get caught here as we see both soldiers onto the medic. Nox does get caught. Was that a drop? Was that a drop? I don't think it was. No. I was going to say if it was.
Shout for Schocky. He's coming in behind. He might take down Rip. No, Rip jumps over Schocky over on the choke. Schocky was. Wow, that was some crazy stuff. He was waiting around the corner. Rip jumped over his head, but in comes soldiers now. Rip's going to get taken down. Actually, well, crushed by the floor.
And Schocky's chasing Mirelin, mate. He's going to come around him through Valley. I wonder if he knows he's there. Looking for Mirelin. There we go. Hello. And Mirelin does get caught. 4-1 the score. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. This is VanillaTV's Arcs and Beta bringing you the coverage, and Bones doing the camera work. And Epsilon in the ascendancy, Arcs.
I'm surprised that somebody's... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, someone's got to look for a back cap on that. There was so much time on mid. Zappis does go in for it. Nearly caps that out. And it wouldn't surprise me if one of the soldiers is also going to be trying to get that back cap in there. Soldiers in the house at the moment. Zebbosai does manage to take down Bash. One soldier still in their Gear. Does take down Zebbosai. And, well, that's one of the soldiers down. Jukebox is still there. Soldier jumping up over onto the medic on the balcony. Sends him flying as Numlocked tries to get some stickies down. He is really weak, but manages to take down Rib. And that's only 2 players alive left for Broder. Scout over on the top lobby does take down Gear. But, well, Epsilon have a lot of players on the spire, and that back cap's no longer an option.
Yeah, Zappis is actually trying to rotate around to the Batman's area, see if he can recap the spire straight away. But it was a bit of a late block. I'm not sure if that was... Actually, I think that was a block attempt, you know. But he's forced the Uber. Wow, he just got uncontested as he walked up the spire. Uber does get forced, so it's a good result for Broder, as we see Numlocked go flying into the air. but Zebbosai and zappis both caught 3 players down, and Epsilon with that full lineup. Mirelin goes down as well, 5 players down, only Ribe left, who only gets a spawn now, and well, 6 players down, 5-1 the score. KnoxXx prediction could be on the cards here.
Yeah, the reason for Broder pushing out then, time. That's it. At this point, it's they had to do something, an absolute miracle, in order to, well, have a chance of taking the map or tying up the map. At this point, 2 minutes 15 seconds remaining, 4 rounds. Not going to happen. But let's see if Epsilon can make KnoxXx's prediction right. As Epsilon are currently 4-2 on this mid, 3-2. Medic and Soldier are alive versus Medic and 2 scouts. KnoxXx does go down. Mirelin landed that Ubersaw indeed, and he is the only one alive. He goes in for the scout, gets 1 hit. Can Mirelin take him down? He needs a couple more needles. Schocky is actually 50% health. Mirelin wants that health pack, but can't strafe out just yet. He is opting to just needle from the balcony. He is going to have a health pack advantage, and he might even go for the deathmatch here, just because he does have that Uber, and at this point there's nothing to lose. So sticking on Mirelin over at the house at the moment, hoping to bait around. Numlocked is coming round through the house option. Has he been? He is opting to fall back. He does have his Uber, so he should be safe. Does pop it on his own. Is anyone going to come out and join him? They're all trying to go in for the melee. Scout comes out. Can the Scout get a pentakill here? Takes down KnoxXx first of all. Can he get Numlocked as well? This is Tompa going in for the second kill. In comes the fish out onto Mirelin. Ubersaw is coming out. We'll have a see. Also, Tompa's getting very, very weak. Schocky comes in, 2 kills with a pistol. Takes him down, but there's a back cap over on mid. Still 1 minute 7 seconds remaining. Sorry, not a back cap, a forward cap, let's call that. Because it's in the normal run of players. Scout is jumping over onto the Spire. Schocky got to take on the world here. Can he take on any of them? Zap is still up on that Spire. No, Schocky does get shut down. But Broder up on that Spire.
Yeah, so Broder just trying to cap it out. Mike comes up to block, and Bash gets caught. Sorry, apologies. Bash catches Zebbosai as well. Mirelin running crits. Maybe it's too little, too late. 40 seconds left, and well, Broder probably kissing goodbye to his first round, KnoxXx, but it's the pride to play for. Who wants the momentum going into the next map, which we don't know what it be. It'll be Broder's choice. Maybe we will be seeing Granary, KnoxXx. 25 seconds left. Broder in it to win it. Unfortunately, it's in it to and it's Schocky comes down and absolutely destroys Ribe. And yeah, it's not going to happen, mate. 10 seconds left. It's not going to happen.
Indeed it's not. So as Scout and Medic do try and run Hero behind the point, not going to get there in time surely. Scout does come in with the crits, does manage to one-shot one of the players, but with that Sentry Gun Pyro, Heavy, Medic with crits, and basically the 4-round advantage means that Epsilon are going to take this first map, and we'll have to see what map Broder do decide to pick for the second.